everyone. So welcome to day 2 of TBRathon, July 2nd. Here we are. So I am still so motivated because last night sprints were really fun. Although sprints is how I motivate myself to do stuff like in general. And so with like 25-minute sprints, I generally am like, what projects can I get done? What things can I do? I'll have to get you a new one, baby. We got a broken Band-Aid. If you were on sprints last night, we had an injury. We had an injury on the field. And so go get one new one, okay? But don't open it, okay? Okay. So yeah, anyway, just lost the Band-Aid. But so yeah, sprints were really fun, but I didn't get hardly any reading done until I got off sprints. I want to take a moment and shout out Becca, my co-host. Becca, she has 3 little kids. Hers are a little bit different, like age gaps than mine, but she has 3 little kids, and she makes her vlogs look so peaceful and wonderful and like cozy and present and just so great. And I feel like every time I get on here, especially vlogging, I'm like, oh my gosh, how can I talk as quick as I can before destruction happens around me? So my kids are very high energy, very chaotic, and very mama girls. And so they're never far away. But let's talk. So yesterday I talked very ineloquently about The Leftover Woman, which is the book that I was reading. And I have now finished this book. I'm so excited to say I finished this book. I listened a lot when I went to bed last night after I got the baby to sleep and stuff. I listened to this. And then this morning while I was getting ready, while I was working out, I'm not going to post my workout probably every day because I do similar things every day. And so whatever. But I did that this morning and listened while I did that. And now that this book is over, I liked it way more. I feel like I can speak a little bit more eloquently about it, but honestly, not that much. This is a story about 2 women. We've got Jasmine and Rebecca. So Jasmine is a Chinese woman that is coming to America to start over. She wants a fresh start, and she also has found out that she gave birth to a child, and she was told the child didn't make it. Well, the daughter was actually sold off to somebody in the United States because of the one-child policy. Her husband did not want a daughter, and so there we go. So now she's going to America to start over, as well as to try to find her daughter. Then we've got the perspective of Rebecca. Rebecca is this child's adopted mother. And she is an editor, and she's trying to get authors. And there were a lot of things that I did not understand about Rebecca. Like, she is into target shooting and stuff like that, and almost in like a defensive way. And it feels like that never really came around. My complaints yesterday were that it was kind of slow. It was taking a while to get to know the characters, and I stand by that. I think it took too long to get to know the characters. I do think that was remedied. I think we got to know the characters pretty well. With the exception of some details about Rebecca, like what, why, and I still am giving this a 3-star because there are some anti-buzzwords for me in here. So I don't like mistaken identity. There's some of that going on. I don't like mafia, mob kind of books, and there's definitely some of that. Jasmine is doing some seedy things to earn money, and I understand why she's doing it. I understand how she got there. But it's a lot of it. She's running from a lot that, again, we don't get much history. We don't get much backstory. I don't fully understand. I mean, I do because I understand, but like I wanted more to attach me to her and to like be rooting for her safety. And I never really felt that she was in danger. I never felt that tension. And so like I understand it objectively. I did not feel it when reading this. And so yeah, I liked the commentary on Chinese culture and different cultural divides and cultural differences and things like that. I liked and how our culture really shapes us. I really enjoyed that. And also how it feels to be an immigrant here in the United States, how it just is hard. It is hard. And so I think this book had some really important commentary. That being said, I didn't really love it. By the end, like I said, I really wanted to know what was happening. I wasn't tempted to DNF it. I wasn't not enjoying it, but there were just a lot of plot holes and a lot of things that I didn't love about this book. So it's a perfectly average 3-star for me. I hope that's helpful in helping you decide to pick this up or not. I know she has like a newer book that some people have been reading. So let me know if you've read this or not. I feel like I've had this book on my shelf forever, but it was October of 23. So Not that old, but let me know if you've read this. Let me know your thoughts. Interesting premise, just some flaws in execution for me personally, and some anti-buzzwords for me personally. So now my next draw was Come Back. And this is A Mother and Daughter's Journey Through Hell and Back by Claire and Mia Fontaine. And so I love listening to memoirs on audio. And so I have this on audio through Spotify. However, I've used a lot of my Spotify hours. You only get 15 hours a month. And so I've used a lot of those. And this is like 12 hours. And so I'm going to listen to as much as I can. And then I went ahead and drew another card. I don't know where the book is, though. It's One Summer by Brenda Novak. So I'm going to have a memoir going as well as just kind of a summary read, and that feels really good. So today is what I guess I may or may not have put in a clip. I made muffins and breakfast bars for the girls. I always do. I just put a bunch of stuff in a blender, blend it up, and put peanut butter with it, and it's delicious. And so we do that. And so those are in the oven. And we're going to do some school, and then we are going to go to gymnastics, and then we'll see where the day takes us from there. It is already 10:15, so I am going to go do that with them, and we'll check in later. Hey everyone, so it's 5 o'clock, and so I'm back downstairs, and I am going to sneak in a quick lift because my husband just came up. He's done working for the day, and so I'm going to try to lift weights. I'm just getting really back into weightlifting in the past week or two since having my daughter and having all the postpartum things that I had going on. I'm just now getting back into lifting, and it feels so good. So I'm going to try to sneak in a quick lift. Nap time was great. I DNF'd Come Back by Claire and Mia Fontaine because, well, I'll talk about it more later. I'm going to try to get this lift done. But I DNF'd that, and so I started the Brenda Novak that I just picked, One Perfect Summer. So I'll talk more about books later, but yeah, right now I'm going to try to do this because we might go to our friend's swim meet tonight and watch that, depending on what time it is and how quickly I can get everything else done. So I'm going to try to lift really quick, and then I will update you guys later tonight about bookish stuff. Hey everyone. Okay, so it's 7:45 and dinner has been done. The swim meet did not happen because we just couldn't get ourselves together. We have had kind of a melty evening, and the kids have a handful of responsibilities that they have to do around the house every day, and they have been dragging their feet all day. So they didn't get them done in time because, you know, our friends swim and they're swimming it's a down and back. So you miss it in like 5 minutes. And so we ended up not doing that, but we did pizza for dinner, and that was fun. And the lift was great. I am hoping I am going to feel it tomorrow, but I don't know. I don't know if I've talked about it on the vlogs, but I broke my pinky toe. I don't know, a week ago, something like that. And so lower body stuff, like I'm just kind of limping along. It's just the pinky toe. It's like it hurts, but I'm not in a boot. I didn't go to the doctor. Like it's okay. And I'm fine, but I have like not really been lifting lower body. So it's just upper body. And yeah, it's still fun. And I'm like, the toe is feeling a lot better. So I'm hoping soon we'll be back in business. But right now I'm like in sandals all the time because my foot is swollen, and silly move. I have broken a bone while nursing every single child. My first child was a toe, my second child was a foot, and my third child was the ankle. And then hopefully this is it. The fourth child is a foot or a toe. So the toes are pretty inconsequential, especially after breaking an ankle with this third one. But anyway, so I promised I would talk about books. Let's do that. So I DNF'd this book. And I think I'm just gonna, it's a hard DNF just because I did not get very far into it. I'm not gonna get any points for it for Deck TBR because I definitely didn't get halfway. But this is the story. It's parallel stories, first person of a mother and daughter, as the daughter she is like deep into drugs. And so we're getting the mom's perspective and we're getting the daughter's perspective. And both are in first person. So the format is kind of weird. I definitely do suggest on audio because I don't know if it's themselves that narrate it or if it's just two people. I think it's them, but I don't know that for sure. And this just I could see this kind of triggering me into a spiral of like all the things that could go wrong with our kids, and you know, how little control you have over where their lives end up. And I don't know. I don't know. I thought this was potentially more triggering than helpful or anything like that. It's just not something I really want to read right now. And so, yes, I am going to let this one go. So, no points there, and I'm just going to let that one go. That was my only JULY book, except for like in series. So, we're going to hope I don't get that again. So then I started One Perfect Summer by Brenda Novak, and this is following three women who just found out they're all half-sisters, and they think they're from a sperm donor. We don't know that for sure, but we're really just getting to meet the girls. I'm like maybe 10% of the way in. I got started with this over nap. It's a little bit confusing, just trying to keep everybody straight on audio. And so we'll see. And their names are Serenity, like Serenity, Reagan, and Lorelei. So really interesting names, really different names. So you would think I think it'll be easy to figure out. But they're all just kind of within a year or two of each other. They're all very, very close in age and all somewhat similar life stages. Obviously with like some details changed, but early parenthood or just kind of that like, more mature relationships than like your early 20s. So that is what's going on with that. So now we're going to head upstairs, get everybody showered and everything. It's 7:45. We usually try to be up there by like 7:15, but that's how the night's going. So hopefully get everybody up, showered, to bed at a good time, and then I can either read my physical read, which I'm really trying to read, so I can start drawing physical reads for next TBR, or listen to that. I'm not sure which I'm going to do. So have a lot of like book reviews to write and things like that to do, but I'm just not going to do it. It's 7:45. I'm done. If you can hear, I've got multiple kids complaining or crying or doing whatever. So that is my night. Thank you for spending day 2 with me. Wasn't the most exciting day as far as B-roll, but I'm going to just keep trying my darned best. And yeah, that's everything. So thank you again. We'll see you tomorrow.